Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I just finished recording the video where I talked about Odyssey. If this one goes up first, you have no idea what I'm talking about. If Odyssey goes up first, but you didn't see it, you still have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. I'm just wearing the same outfit, so I figured I'd explain before someone went. Because someone always does. But, hi. I wanted to have another rant discussion, because I have much to be angry about these days, apart from advertisements, which will always make me rage. I am a little frustrated with gaming right now, and honestly the gaming community. Before I get into my rage, I want to mention that this is entirely opinionated, and this is entirely driven by the fact that the internet means that we are constantly bombarded by a mass of information, and that sometimes the negative voices are a lot louder. So a lot of what I have to say is A, an opinion, and if you don't agree, that's fine, and B, it is driven by a lot of things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that all of these games that I might talk about are bad, or that the entire system is broken. But it is. But it isn't. And that's a very vague setup, because I honestly am not 100% sure where this rant is going to go, and you'll kind of see what I mean. And I'll try to pepper this with, like, I get it, I know that this is probably just a me thing right now, but also, like, it's kind of becoming like a thing. Okay, the number one thing that upsets me about video games right now is that, first of all, and I 100%, this is a me thing, this is something that has existed for longer than I've been alive, honestly. I think since the 70s, someone mentioned, is this idea that a game is worthless if the graphics aren't good. It boggles my mind. Also, the amount of complaints that I hear about FPS when people are like, oh my god, this game is skipping frames, and I'm like, how can you tell? I've watched it 8 times. It looks the same. There's like one hiccup, maybe for like a second, and that's it. How can you tell? You can't. Why do people want anything more than 60 FPS? 30 FPS is fine. We can't even perceive anything further than 60 FPS. It's a lie. It's stupid. And all it's doing is forcing game companies to focus on arbitrary numbers that don't matter. It's the same thing with graphics. Companies are focusing so hard on making their games hyper-realistic, and you can see the bloody pores in their face. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the game. They spend so much time on these stupid graphics that you get this half-assed game that barely feels like it exists. And then when you have games that are more interested in making a game that has actual gameplay and actual feel in an actual world, you have people who are like, oh, the graphics are gross. Like, oh my god, it doesn't matter. You have an imagination. You have a brain. Use it. It's like, it doesn't matter. It drives me insane. I cannot tell you how many times I'm starting to get turned off by games that have hyper-realistic graphics, because I take one look at it and I'm like, that's all that game has. It's just graphics. And I know it's not going to have anything else. It's going to have one mechanic that is going to get extremely old halfway through the game, and everything else is going to feel super fluffy. That's the other thing that's pissing me off about games right now. The padding. Oh my god. Another arbitrary number that companies feel that they have to have in gaming is playtime. Hours. Oh, I want to I hate this, okay? Games that are like 230, we have 239 hours of game time. Yeah, you want to know why? Because of 432 fetch quests you have that are from this side to this side of the map. I'm looking at Dragon Age Inquisition. I want to love that game so bad. There's so much I love about that game. I can't freaking finish it because I want to die every time I play it. I can't beat it. And I've played Dragon Age Origins 8 times all the way through, okay? If I can play Dragon Age Origins all the way through but not Inquisition, there is a problem. Inquisition is a mess of padding, and you can tell that it's padding. They were so interested in trying to stay up with data. Don't even get me started on data. They were so interested in staying up with data that they were like, we need to have multiplayer and we need to have hours. What we wound up with was the hinterlands. And the hinterlands is everything that's wrong with Inquisition. It is this massive map with not enough teleportation points, okay? You get a quest sometimes at this point in the map, and they're like, hey, I need you to go here. That is as far as I can put on this green screen, okay? They make you go, and it takes you 30 minutes on a horse to get there, and that is with teleportation points, if you even have them, because you have to spend another 40 minutes just traveling all over the stupid map to get those stupid teleportation points, because like I said, there's probably only 3 in the whole map, the whole stupid map, and they're all really far apart. And so if you need to get to like this, I know exactly what I'm thinking about. There's this one stupid fortress, I think in the hinterlands at the very, very, very edge, and like the camp is like over here. So you teleport and then you still have to freaking walk all the way there. It's stupid. Okay, it's stupid. I hate it. It's fun for like 5 minutes. You're like, wow, look at this world. And then you realize you've seen the hinterlands for 3 days straight and you want to die. It's not that pretty after that amount of time. You just want to forget all of it and burn it. And then you finally complete the hinterlands. Oh my God. I've done all of the major quests in the hinterlands. I'm not finding Vivian's book. Screw you, Vivian. I'm not finding your circle books. And then you leave the hinterlands and you go to another map. And it starts over. It's another massive map with more quests and even less teleportation points. And you want to die. And that's why I haven't beat it. That's why I can't beat it, because I know that if I don't do quests, it's gonna affect the ending that I get, because that's just how Dragon Age works. So I know I'm gonna be punished, even though people could be like, well, you could do the main story in under 2 hours. Yes, I could. But I would have to skip so much content in order to do that, and half of it is going to have something to do with my ending, including all of the stupid map quests, which, by the way, take real time to be completed, and I hate that. It doesn't belong in Dragon Age. You don't need to have real-time hours in your Dragon Age game. That is not a Dragon Age mechanic. It's stupid. I hate it. It is literally... It's like, okay, we're gonna go to this pass and pass off messages. It's gonna take us 2 hours. First of all right, that doesn't make sense. It's not even a realistic time. It would not take them 2 hours to travel from Snowhaven or whatever it was called that Solus brings you to, stupid egg. It wouldn't take you 2 hours to get from there across Ferelden, okay? It wouldn't. It would take days. So it's not even sensical that it takes 2 hours, okay? It's just arbitrary. It's stupid. It has no meaning to the game. It's just padding. It forces you to wait 2 hours, and there's no way you can speed it up. But that's game time. They can add all of the hours for those quests to their game completion time, which is a stupid number on the back of the box that somebody's gonna pick up and go, oh gee whiz, 400 hours of gameplay. I'll never play another game again, which is another problem I have with gaming. That's what all of these games are shooting for. They're like, I want to be the game that they play for the rest of their life. No one wants that. No one wants that. No one in their life wants that. They want to play video games. They don't want to play one. No one sits down and goes, yes, this game that I have been playing for 5 years, unless it's an MMORPG, but let's not even get started on those, okay? I have a lot of feelings about those ones too. I don't like all of this padding. It doesn't make me want to complete the game. It's stupid. Harvest Moon has been suffering with this as well. They're adding weird mechanics and weird story and weird arbitrary time windows just because they know you're going to miss that time window in the first round, which will make you have to play the game through a whole year in order to be able to do that story point. Even though for a whole year you won't be able to unlock anything else because it's locked behind that story point that you can't get because you can only do it between 3 days at the end of spring. And it's a 30-day month. And all of the 4 months are 30 days. So you now have 120 days that you need. 120? Sure, 90 days that you need to get through, okay? It's stupid. It's you know what it is? It's driven by data. That's what it is. Everything is driven by data in the gaming community these days. It's not driven by actual human intellect and opinion. They are not picking an audience to stick with. They're looking at overall data of the gaming community, of the gaming sphere, and they're saying, if we want a successful game, we need to have all of those things. And what we're getting is half-assed, shoddy games with weird mechanics that have nothing to do with each other, like Dragon Age Origin or Dragon Age Inquisition has crafting. Why? It's Dragon Age. Why does it have crafting? It doesn't need it. It's an RPG. It's like, I mean, you can have crafting in RPGs, and you know what? If you put it in there and it makes sense in your universe, fine. But you could take that crafting out and it would not change a damn thing in Dragon Age Inquisition. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. It's just there for arbitrary gameplay that makes the game go longer. It doesn't make sense. EA, okay? EA, I'm starting to want to strangle them too. Not really. It's not a real threat. Don't come after me. I don't want to actually hurt anybody. EA is being awful. The Sims, oh God. EA's whole pack idea, they have really pushed it above and beyond what it used to be. In the original Sims games, you could get so much with one pack, and there were probably a handful of packs. The Sims 3 undeniably is where it started to go downhill. Don't go to the Sims 3 store. Oh my God, it's like thousands of dollars worth of content in there, okay? And it never goes on sale. Don't expect it to go on sale. I don't even know how that store's still running. Sims 4 packs have taken the concept of the Sims 3 packs and cut them in half. The Sims 3 packs arguably were massive. They had so much content that sometimes it almost felt like the content wasn't fully fleshed out. In some sense, I think that the Sims 4 has understood that, and they are really pushing for better content. And I sometimes, and I say that because of the way that they've evolved vampires specifically. Vampires was like the rare moment where they did it. They really evolved something in the previous Sims games. They took vampires who basically just don't go out in the sun and you could drink blood. That was it. That was your vampire. And they evolved it. They gave it abilities. They gave it leveling, experience points. It was cool. It was story progression. It felt awesome. And then they never did it again, except with mages. Mermaids are useless. Babies are objects. Meh. Anyways, the Sims 4 packs are broken down into much smaller concepts for the same, if not more money than all of the other packs in previous games. And you can't argue that it's because they have more, because they don't. They don't have more. That one just had vampires. One world with like 4 lots and some build buy items. Why? We could have had more. At least put werewolves. Vampires and werewolves are at least related to each other. You could put that in there. You could put fairies with magic users. At least that would make sense. It doesn't. It's just about the money. EA is another data-driven company, and you can tell. You can tell that everything about EA is about the bottom line and data. And, well, data right now says we need to be doing this because data is the number one reason. It's the number one truth in this world. If data says that our users want crafting in their games and multiplayer content, well, that's what we're going to do. And then nobody uses the multiplayer content. I'm still on Dragon Age Inquisition. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. It really frustrated me because there's so much about Dragon Age Inquisition that I love. I love the characters. I love the music. I love the plot. The game sucks. It's so difficult to get into because it's so long and arbitrary and stupid and you waste so much time. I could be playing Oblivion, which gives me much better results and it gives me a much better dose of serotonin, okay? Because Inquisition is just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I've completed a map and now I have a brand new map that I need to do. And if I don't do the maps, I'm not going to have a good ending in the game. And I need that good ending, okay? That's the serotonin in Dragon Age, is that ending that you work toward. Hi. Basically, what this boils down to is that I hate how gaming has become about graphics. It has become about data and trying to stay hip with what's currently in instead of making something that's good. It's already part of the Dragon Age series. People are already big fans of the series. It's not like they're making a brand new title in a brand new series. It already existed. People know it's there. It's already a successful series. You don't need to put Minecraft in it, okay? And now let me talk about the gaming community, which also is pissing me off. Okay, recently, right? I'm going to date this video a little bit. Recently, Pokemon the remakes for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond and Pearlescent Primary P. It's a P. It's Pearl. P Pearl. I don't remember what the word is. They were announced. On top of that, we also received Pokemon Legends, and we also received more content, more photographs, or more screenshots of Pokemon Snap. I was on Twitter, which is my first problem, okay? All of this is about to be basically my fault, and I get that, but I still want some... I want to vent, okay? I was on Twitter, and I went into the responses, and I was immediately depressed. So many people... First of all, if I ever have anybody say to me, nobody asked for this, I'm probably going to deck them. I won't. That's not a threat. I want to, though. I can't stand that phrase anymore. First of all, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean no one asked for this? No one ever asks for anything new, okay? No one knows what they want. Sometimes you get something and you didn't even know you wanted it. And hey, there it is. If you don't want it, don't buy it. Shut up. Get out. This isn't for you anymore. Stop commenting. They'll notice if nobody wants it if you don't buy it. If you buy it anyways, then your point and your feelings don't mean anything. It's the same exact thing, okay? They're following data. If it works, they're thinking it works because people bought it, okay? If you don't want it, don't buy it. Wait till the next game. Wait till you see something that you do want. Your life is not over because there is a new Pokemon game that didn't look exactly the way that you wanted it to. Oh my god, the graphics problem, okay? I'm gonna die. So, people are upset because they took Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, they took the original art style that it was in, and they made it chibi and slightly 3D. Actually, it was already chibi. So they made it 3D, more 3D, okay? It looks better. It does. It looks better because the original game was pixelated, okay? It's no longer pixelated. By the very definition of it, it's better, okay? People are furious that it's chibi. I've seen people saying that their life is over, that this was the most important Pokemon game in the series for them, and now nothing will ever be the same again. Oh my god, it's a video game, okay? First of all, if your life is over because it has chibi art, I need you to step away from gaming, okay? I'm sorry. Somebody needs to tell you this. You need to step away from video games and you need to pick up a couple hobbies. I'm sorry, that was unfeeling, but I have a lot of pent-up emotions. I'm pregnant. I'm even more emotional than usual, okay? But it's stupid. Okay, Pokemon Legends got announced, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. We're finally getting something that is it's a variation from the normal friggin' Pokemon thing that we've had for the past, 20 years almost? Maybe more? It's like, we've been doing this for a while now, okay? We have the exact same turn-based system. Final Fantasy left turn-based a long time ago, okay? For better or for worse. Pokemon is still doing it, which arguably could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. They are also, though, doing other types of games, which they've been doing for a while. I'm looking at Pokemon Ranger, and I'm looking at Pokemon Conquests, okay? This is not the first time that we've deviated from regular Pokemon content. This is stupid. I'm a 30-year-old woman screaming into a camera about Pokemon. Anyways, this Pokemon Legends was announced, and admittedly, first of all, it was definitely not dolled up content that they showed us. It looked to be in-engine content, which a friend of mine in a Discord server said was probably a good thing because they aren't lying to us. They are showing us the game as it is currently, which is in development. First of all, it's in development. It's not being released tomorrow. Okay? Calm down. Second of all, it's okay. It's okay that trees in the distance are blurry. Because you know why? You're not even going to be looking at the damn trees. You're going to be looking at the Pokemon in the grass. Those are what matter. The only reason you're looking at the trees right now is because it's a video, okay? When you're playing the stupid game, you're not going to be standing there going, that tree in the distance sure is awfully blurry. My entire gaming experience is ruined. Ha! Oh, it's so stupid. Oh my god. You want them to spend God knows how much time and money to make the game so that trees in the distance are less blurry. I wish I was kidding. I saw people in the comments who were physically upset and said they were never going to buy another Pokemon game again because of the damn trees. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Gaming has become this ridiculous entity of people who complain, over everything, over graphics. It doesn't matter. Oh my God. Back in the day, our graphics were blips. They were blips. They were little dots, little green dots on a black screen, okay? And people had the time of their life. And now we're upset because we can't see the damn pores on a mudkip, okay? This is stupid. We're getting stupid. This is dumb. We're so, you know what it is? You know what I think it is? It's entitlement. It's entitlement within the gaming industry. We, the consumers, are becoming entitled towards games, but also we're allowing ourselves to be beat over the head with shitty games like Dragon Age Inquisition, which could have been a beautiful thing, but it wasn't, and we're not doing anything about it. We're upset about the wrong things. That's what it is. We're upset about stupid things instead of being upset about appropriate things. Because there are things. See, this is the thing I don't want people to mistake. I don't want us to be complacent about video games. Yes, there are some things to be upset about. There are also some things to not be upset about. If a game is solid and has good controls, that means that they put the gaming experience over the graphics, and that's fine. Because otherwise what we wind up getting with companies who are trying to do everything is cyberpunk, a boiling hot mess of garbage on release, especially for PlayStation 4. That's what we get. We get horrible messes. We get Dragon Age Inquisitions. We get stupid. We get a lot of stupid, okay? And I don't have an easy answer for it. I could sit here and scream at a camera for a really long time about the gaming community and about Pokemon and about other stupid things. But at the end of the day, I'm just ranting and venting because I don't have an easy solution about this, except that indie games are probably where the future is at, except indie games is also stupid because 90% of people who want to create a quick buck are just making stupid shit on Steam that gets greenlit, but then also when there are good games, Steam is like, I don't know if that should be on our, platform. But, like friggin' hentai Nazi girls, that's a thing, by the way. Hentai Nazi girls gets on Steam just fine. And that costs money. For some reason, even though it exists, okay, I saw it. Cranks TV is a YouTube channel that plays shit on Steam. That's literally the series. It's SOS shit on Steam, and I saw it. Indie games could be the future. Indie companies could be the future. We could bring gaming back around. Indie game companies could be the competition that brings these AAA companies back from the brink of madness and data and just becoming artificial intelligence, okay? And it's not, because we have people who are flooding app stores with stupid shit like Candy Crush Remade, Saga 332. There are so many matching games because it's so stupid easy to make a stupid matching game because of Unity Asset Store that everybody and their mother has a matching game on the friggin' app store, which is also a massive waste of potential because the mobile app store could be such a amazing platform for games and innovation and creating new things, but everyone's so fed on horrible content. I was playing this game, okay? This is a game that has existed for a long time, and I looked it up because I wanted to play it again. I think it's called Piano, and basically it's a rhythm game. It's black keys. You're supposed to tap the black keys in time with the music in the background. Solid game. All right? Sometimes that's all you need. It played an ad every time I did anything. If I died, I got an ad. If I clicked a level, I got an ad. If I wanted to play another level, I got an ad. If I watched an ad, I got another ad. And you know what was worse? They were all for the same thing, which was premium for that game. So they weren't even making money off of their stupid advertisements. I don't understand the decision. Who made that decision? Who sat down and said, yes, I want my game to have advertisements, but only for my game? Who's making money off of that? It was for a subscription fee, which, that's another thing I'm pissed off about. Subscription fees. Everyone and their mother is having a subscription fee in their games right now, especially on mobile. A stupid piano rhythm game had a subscription fee. Deleted that shit immediately. I was like, oh my God, I'm out of here. This was a good game. It's not anymore. It has a subscription fee. Who would pay $4.99 a month just to have no ads on that? It's stupid, okay? I've seen idle clickers with subscription fees. Why? Who is paying these subscription fees? Why are you paying them? Why are you making the data say that this is a thing that we should be doing in the gaming community? Stop it. Get yourself some help. okay? You need it. Stop paying subscription fees for matching games, okay? And idle clickers. It's stupid. Why are there so many idle clickers? Why do I have one on my phone? Because there's nothing else interesting on the mobile app store. Gaming is going down the pisser, okay? And I'm mad. And it sucks. Everything sucks. I'm gonna go play some old video games. Some indie games that actually have some effort put into them.